I got a thing. I got a thing. Yeah. Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm the poet for this month, and the poem I chose was Buzz. The story behind Buzz is one that doesn't, I guess, paint me in a particularly great light. When I was younger, I cheated on a girlfriend, and it's kind of about my feelings about that and how I see it in hindsight now, with kind of being able to look back and see the poor decisions that you make. My writing process is kind of odd. I get a lot of stick from other poets about it, in terms of I don't write things down initially, which is difficult, but helps me in memorizing. So I kind of write my poems as I go in my head and self-edit, and I memorize it as I go. I have been working recently to try and break up that style and actually write things down and learn to edit and things like that, but initially it kind of came from my poems are very narrative based, so it was kind of easy to tell that story in one clear way. I got started after I moved to Edinburgh, and I kind of fell into the spoken word scene a bit by attending some events. I had a friend who was just entering the scene and kind of performing there, and I went along and kind of got caught up in it, and then seeing things on YouTube like I saw Mark Grist's rap battle and Scroobius Pip doing some stuff, and then I saw Shane Koizan doing a piece, and it blew my mind, and so I started kind of going along and trying my hand at it. Yeah, I'm working on quite a lot at the minute. Trying to put together shows and always have new material for when we're doing fringe shows and tours and things. But my kind of little passion piece that I've got just now is I have a poem called The Game, and there's sort of like several characters within that poem. And so what I'm trying to do is write from their point of view. So it's creating new styles, forcing myself to kind of write differently from how I would normally, and so I try and explore each of those characters, and the hope that would be that it would link into kind of one big story and they would cross over into each other's poems, and the hope would be that I would either release that as a book or possibly do a sort of one-man show at a fringe or something with it. I think the main thing would be to write as much as you can, whether you think it's good or not. I got really hung up when I first started about, if it wasn't a perfect piece, I didn't want to perform it. Whereas like what I've slowly learned is you can take pieces and sort of tear them apart and build new things out of it. And also to like go and see as much as you can. The strength of the scene we have in Scotland is that there are a huge amount of nights with an amazing array of performers from different styles, different backgrounds. And if you really want to get your own stuff like nailed down to find your own voice, the best thing to be able to do is hear everyone else's first. There's a lot of stories I probably shouldn't say into a camera, but in terms of like personal highlights for what I've done in poetry, outside of like gigs I've done, I think one of the best things was I got to go see Shane Koizan down in Manchester in 2014, and like I said, he's my hero. He's someone that influenced me to write in the first place, and I actually got to meet him after the show, have a few drinks, and he gave me some ideas for poems that I then like worked on. So some of my work is directly influenced by advice he gave, which is a kind of incredible thing when you get to meet your heroes. I think what my favourite story will be is we're actually bringing Shane up to Scotland in May. He's going to be part of some shows that are going to be Loud Poets Presents, and so we're going to do a show with him in Edinburgh and Glasgow, so hopefully I'll have some stories to tell after that.
What's your favourite breakfast option?
Oh my God. My favourite breakfast option is obviously some sort of terrible greasy fry-up filled with bacon and black pudding and all the good stuff. But as of recently, I've been on breakfast smoothies.